Hi, this is One of a Kind by Howard. This is going to be my first short that I'm going to do. So last Thanksgiving, it was going to be Black Friday. We took a trip actually out to Pasadena and stayed in the LA area. We stayed at the Langham Hotel, which is a historic property. And what we wound up doing is we went to the Hammer Museum, got to see the Picasso exhibit there, and then we certainly had lunch at Lulu's, which is the little bistro, and basically had a little discussion at one point about looking at furniture at Design Within Reach, because we live in New Mexico and there is no Design Within Reach there, and it was Black Friday, so we took a trip over to the one of the LA Design Within Reach properties, and looked at office furniture. Well, with the Black Friday sale, things were only about 30%, 20% off, I think, maybe at most 30%. And, wasn't much of a savings. So then I looked on my phone and saw they had a Design Within Reach outlet store in Oxnard. And I remember years ago passing through Oxnard on my way to Santa Barbara, and that name always stood out in my mind. Nonetheless, we took a trip there on Saturday, and it was Black Friday, and not only was the furniture 30 to 60% off, but for Black Friday, they were taking another 30% off on top of that. So when we were done at the end of the day, I think we got like 75% or more off on furniture. And then the complication, of course, was we had a rental car, and we're going to have to figure out how we were going to get that home. So did a little research, and Hertz had a deal, $179 to rent a van actually. And so we did that and saved thousands of dollars, of course, on the pieces. And you'll see that there was a little more complication. I had to go pick it up on Sunday. And it turns out that everything they said that was going to be in the back was not in the back. It was all over the place. One piece was still out on the floor. At least it had a sold sign on it. But and then they put the wrong office chair in the back that we had purchased. So we bought 3 pieces, and luckily everything was still there. But in the future, make sure you have them tag the pieces and get them in the back before you leave the store, or you might show up there and wind up with nothing. Here's the high-end leather Ames chair, desk chair. Then here's the George Nelson bubble lamp. And of course, here is the Milo Bauman chair. This is what everything looks like when you look at it at our mid-century property. Certainly everything looks like it was there when the place was built. So certainly take a trip out to Designer Within Reach property. So one more point. With the Hertz vehicle, the van, we actually live also in Phoenix. So to go from Pasadena to Phoenix, it's like 5.5 hours. And then we, I stayed overnight at the Phoenix property. And then the following day, or maybe I stayed a couple days there. And then several days later, I took the trip to New Mexico and got everything back. So it was a lot of fun.